There is something attacking your mind every single day. It does not shout, and it does not break down your door. It simply slips in quietly, just quietly enough that you start to believe it is your own voice. And most Christians do not even realize it is happening. Have you ever wondered why your thoughts drift toward worry, even when you know God provides? Or why you feel spiritually numb, even when you are trying to stay consistent? There is a reason, and no, it is not because you are a bad Christian or your faith is weak. It is because your mind is being shaped, formed, and pressured every day by forces you rarely notice. Scripture describes this as the pattern of the world. Paul says, "Do not be conformed to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind." That means there is a pattern actively trying to shape you, not accidentally, but actively. It comes through distraction, comparison, fear, busyness, and subtle lies that sound almost true. And if you do not recognize it, it quietly becomes the default setting of your mind. If this is speaking to you, make sure to subscribe to our channel for more growth. Here is the part most believers underestimate. The enemy rarely attacks your beliefs first. He attacks your attention, because whatever shapes your attention shapes your thoughts. And whatever shapes your thoughts shapes your life. Think about it. You scroll for just a few minutes, but suddenly you feel behind. You compare yourself to people you have never met and begin to question if you are doing enough. None of that came from God, but it slips into the mind so easily that it feels normal. Jesus warned us, "The eye is the lamp of the body. If your eye is healthy, your whole body will be full of light." He is not just talking about eyesight, but about input, what you allow into your mental world. The daily attack works like this. Distraction weakens your awareness of God. You do not reject God, you just forget to look for Him. Noise drowns out the whisper of the Spirit. You cannot hear God when everything else is screaming louder. Doubt grows in the silence between spiritual disciplines, not because God left you, but because your thoughts drifted. Lies feel true when repeated often enough. I am behind. I am not enough. God is disappointed in me. None of these come from Scripture, yet they shape the believer's identity more than we like to admit. This is the daily attack. Subtle, mental, and persistent. So what do you do? How do you fight something that almost feels invisible? The answer is surprisingly simple, but it requires intention. Step 1. Name the thoughts that do not come from God. You cannot defeat what you will not acknowledge. When a thought brings fear, shame, or hopelessness, pause and ask, would Jesus say this to me? If not, reject it. Step 2. Rebuild your inner world with Scripture, not as a checklist, but as nourishment. Your mind becomes anchored when it has something true to hold on to. Step 3. Create space for God to speak. Even 5 minutes of silence with God each day does more for your clarity. Step 4. Replace reaction with reflection. Most Christians react to life. They do not reflect with God. Reflection slows down the attack and exposes the lies. Paul says in 2 Corinthians 10:5, Take every thought captive to make it obedient to Christ. You can only take a thought captive when you realize you have been under attack. Here is the truth. Your mind is not neutral ground. Something is shaping it every day, either the world or the word, and you get to choose which voice wins. This is not about fear, it is about awareness. Because once you recognize the attack, you stop living defeated. You stop believing every thought that enters your mind. You stop drifting, and you start renewing your mind the way God designed you to. If you have been feeling stuck, numb, or spiritually foggy, you are not alone. But now you know why, and now you know how to fight back. If this encouraged you today, take a moment and subscribe. This channel exists to help believers renew their minds and walk closer with God. We would love to walk this journey with you. See you next time.